So you think this man supposed to read your letter and be like, oh, let me go to this website. She sent me this letter and this time she must really care. So, you know, she looked up my name in the obituary. No, it feels like you prayed on me. It don't feel right. It don't make nobody happy or thinking that you have the best intent. We don't want it. We don't want your letters. It's highly inappropriate. It's highly offensive. It's highly inconsiderate. Stop. Hey, it's Felice, totally awake, and I'm back with another video. Now, today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about what Jehovah's Witnesses need to stop doing immediately. Now, I was watching this channel, Watching the World, the other day, and he had a video about Jehovah's Witnesses writing letters to people. What was really disturbing to me is they had, he showed a clip, a news clip, okay, from Jack's News. And I live in Jacksonville, so I didn't even see this on the news, but I did see this on his channel. And it was extremely interesting. He shows a news clip and they're talking about how this lady sent a letter to this man that she found from an obituary because he had lost a loved one. The person that it was sent to found it very inappropriate and disturbing, and that, you know, the Jehovah's Witnesses was just trying to push their view on him, and he wasn't feeling it, okay?
A grieving father reached out to Action News Jax.
He says Jehovah's Witnesses started sending him letters to his family and church after reading his daughter's obituary. New at 6, Action News Jax Katie McKee is live in San Marco. And Katie, this father says he found the letters offensive.
Yeah, John, and he also described them as inappropriate. He received the first one to his home only weeks after his daughter had passed away and received the second to his church here in San Marco. A local father who wishes to remain anonymous sent us a copy of a letter sent to his family's church, reading, "Sorry about your loss. I read about it from the obituary. Jehovah's Witness literature was attached."
In a time when a family is grieving, they need to be surrounded by family and friends and their community of faith, and that's it. It's not a time for a person to proselytize, you know, their views.
He tells me it's the second time his family received a letter like this. Something similar came to his home in January, shortly after he lost his daughter.
We found a tract from the Jehovah's Witnesses that I thought was just horribly inappropriate.
The most recent letter was signed by an Eva Robinson. We went to the return address listed. She didn't want to be shown on camera, but agreed to answer some of our questions. What is the overall purpose of them getting this pamphlet? You know, if they belong to a Presbyterian church.
That doesn't matter. We are not trying to change anybody's religion. We're just simply encouraging.
I told Robinson we were contacted by a family who was angered and offended.
I'm sorry. I meant no harm.
Robinson tells me she frequently sends these letters to families listed in obituaries, and this is the first time she has heard of someone having an issue with it.
I think it just reflects upon, you know, her leadership that is unfortunately interpreting scriptures in a very shallow way.
Robinson tells me she attends Kingdom Hall of Jehovah's Witnesses. I reached out to all of them here in Jacksonville to see if they agree with her sending letters to these families. I did not hear it back. Reporting from San Marco, Katie McKee, CBS 47 Action News Jax.
Okay, so you see how he wasn't feeling it. And I hope that Jehovah's Witnesses can see this and know that people don't like that. People don't like you taking an opportunity, preying on them when they're grieving to try to recruit them into your religion, which is actually a cult. You know, I know that because I've done research, and I know I was born into that. I woke up out of it. So I know it's a cult. But, you know, the people that you're sending this to, they may not feel that you're a cult, but they do know that what you're doing and what you're trying to push off on them is inappropriate. Okay. I actually paused the video so I could read the letter, and I wrote it down so I could read it back to you all. You know what got me with this? The lady that wrote this letter, you guys, I know her. She went to my hall growing up. Okay, like I've known her like all my life. Okay, like I seen her 3 times a week because that's how often we went to the Kingdom Hall when I was growing up, right? But not only did I see her 3 times a week, my niece, who my parents raised like a little sister to me, she went to her in-home daycare. So I would go with my mom all the time to her house to pick up my niece. So I'm very familiar with the lady who wrote this letter, okay? So the letter says, very sorry about your loss. I read about it from the obituary. We know that God is not to blame. Please read this tract. Maybe you can gain comfort from it. Visit this website at jw.org. Sincerely, Eva Robinson. Okay, so not to be an asshole or pick on her. However, the Jehovah's Witnesses as a whole are very self-righteous people, and they think they are so smart, you know, and they think this way because they think that they are the only ones that have the truth and know the truth and have all these answers about the Bible and life. Well, I think it would be, you know, a good idea because, you know, I know she's intelligent, but I think it would just be a good idea if she proofreads before she goes and mails this stuff off, because she used the wrong loss and she spelled obituary wrong. Now, we all make mistakes. But again, we're talking about self-righteous people. Come on, proofread this since you representing the most high God that's going to destroy everybody but y'all. That's highly inappropriate. It's highly inappropriate to prey on the grieving and to try to push your ideas and beliefs on them. First of all, it's distasteful. It's bad timing. Totally bad timing, okay? It's a time and a place for stuff. And that ain't ever the time, okay, to try to push your religion on somebody. But it's definitely not the time during their moment of grieving. Because you saying, I'm sorry for your loss. I read about it in the obituary. Why are you just reading the obituary? I mean, I just don't know nobody who just read obituaries. I mean, maybe there are people out there that just like to keep up to date with people who died. I don't know. But I don't know why people would just be reading obituaries. And if you are going to read obituaries and you do want to send somebody something, you know, send them a nice card, not some letter that's going straight into, oh, yeah, sorry for your loss, but yeah, check out this website. Come on and be with us. That's not comforting to nobody. Nobody don't want to hear that. Nobody don't want to join your religion just so they can see their child again. So you think this man supposed to read your letter and be like, oh, let me go to this website. She sent me this letter and this time she must really care. So, you know, she looked up my name in the obituary. No, it feels like you prayed on me. It don't feel right. It don't make nobody happy or thinking that you have the best intent, you know? So you think he just gonna read this and just go to the website and just read what they talking about? Oh, you're gonna see your dead loved ones again. Just join this religion and listen to what we say. Stick with us. Nobody wants to do that, okay? And you have no proof that they are the way to salvation, that they are the way that this man will see his daughter again. You just don't. I mean, if anything, I can show him a list of reasons why he shouldn't believe them, okay? I can show him a list of times where they have falsely predicted things. So why would we believe anything that they say? Any interpretations of theirs from the Bible? They've gotten a lot of interpretations completely wrong. So why would we listen to any interpretation? We shouldn't, okay? We don't want it. We don't want your letters. It's highly inappropriate. It's highly offensive. It's highly inconsiderate. Stop. You know, it was also mentioned at the end of the video that the reporter had tried to contact the Halls to see if, you know, this type of approach was authorized. But she couldn't get any response. So you don't even have nobody to back you up to say, oh, yeah, that's what we do. So you just seem like you just out on a limb by yourself, you know, out on a branch by yourself. Just contacting people in the obituary like a crazy lady. And the lady ain't crazy, sweet lady, okay? She a sweet lady. But she in this cult religion, and she thinking that she got to recruit people. She can't go door knocking, so I'm going to write a letter. You know, and you're running out of people to write letters to. So now you're going in the obituary, which you feel like you would have more of a response because what you're offering to them, you know, they can see their dead loved ones again if they come with us. It seems like they should want to hop on that, right? What is also sad to me is that this reporter and the man who she sent the letter to was able to pull up to her house and ask, you know, ask her these questions where she had to defend herself. Oh, well, we're not trying to recruit nobody, da, 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 da. She had to defend herself. You're giving out your address to people that you don't know? That's not good. The same way that news reporter came to your house, other people that may not have good intentions can come to your house. I think it's very dangerous for them to be putting their personal home address on these letters. Why can't they have the Kingdom Halls address? I would not be wanting to put my personal home address going out to a letter like I'm writing for a company or something, because that's what you're basically doing. But at the same time, you putting your personal address on this stuff, sending them out to multiple people. And it's very disturbing to me, because I know that right now my mom, you know, is doing the same thing. I know that, you know, I've heard through the grapevine that she's retired and she's pioneering now. And, you know, my dad was always really particular about who came to the house, who had our address and everything. And for them to be so loosely writing letters and putting their address on these letters, that's very freaking dangerous. Stop. Immediately stop. Okay? It's not worth it. Nobody wants to receive them. They're offensive to people. They're going in the trash. If somebody didn't just die and they just received it, they still don't want it. In no circumstances do anybody want your letters. Okay? Stop. You're preaching a false message. It's a bunch of lies. I don't know how you don't know that you're being lied to, but don't try to go and get other people to listen to this foolishness that you've been listening to for God knows how long, okay? That's you. If you want to stay asleep, that's on you. Don't be trying to put other people to sleep. Let people mourn over and grieve over their loved ones without you trying to poison their mind with your lying cult's propaganda, okay? That's all I had to say for now, guys. It's Felice, totally awake. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And I'll be back with another video. Bye.